Imagine teaching a child to recognize animals. You start by showing them pictures of cats and dogs, saying, "This is a cat, this is a dog." Over time, they begin to recognize patterns. Cats are smaller, have pointy ears, and dogs have rounder faces and different fur textures. Artificial intelligence, or AI, learns in a similar way. But instead of looking at just a handful of pictures, AI studies millions of them, learning faster, more accurately, and without breaks. So how exactly does this learning process work? It's a bit like giving instructions to a friend who's baking a cake for the first time. They follow the recipe step by step. If it turns out well, they save the recipe. If it doesn't, they tweak it. AI follows a similar trial and error path. In AI terms, we call this machine learning, where the AI is given data, like images of cats and dogs, and then it practices, adjusts, and repeats, improving with each round. Take self-driving cars as a real-life example. AI doesn't just wake up one day and know how to drive. Instead, it learns through millions of simulations and real-world experiences. Every time the AI drives, it processes thousands of data points per second, learning to identify objects like stop signs, pedestrians, and other cars. At first, it may make mistakes, but with each drive, it remembers what went right and wrong, just like how we learn by practicing. AI also learns by imitating. In fact, one way AI picks up skills is through supervised learning, where it's taught what's right or wrong by being shown examples labeled by humans. For example, to teach an AI to identify emails as spam or not spam, humans first label thousands of emails. The AI then studies this data, learning to spot the patterns, words, phrases, or even certain formats commonly found in spam. The more it practices, the better it gets at flagging suspicious emails without help. Sometimes AI goes a step further and learns by exploring on its own, a process known as reinforcement learning. Picture a robot in a maze. With each move, it learns which paths lead to dead ends and which lead to rewards, like a piece of cheese at the finish line. This is how AI masters complex tasks, by repeatedly trying, failing, and improving its strategy based on the outcomes. This approach has been used to train AI to beat world champions in games like chess and Go. Another key ingredient in AI's learning journey is its ability to recognize patterns. Think about how your brain might spot a familiar face in a crowd. AI uses complex algorithms to detect patterns in a massive sea of data. When you upload photos to your phone, it can sort them by faces, recognizing your friends and family. The more it sees, the sharper its pattern recognition skills become. In short, AI learns by consuming vast amounts of information, practicing relentlessly, and constantly improving based on feedback, much like we do when mastering a new skill. But instead of weeks or months, AI can compress years of learning into hours or even minutes. And that's the beauty and power of artificial intelligence. It's tireless, it's fast, and it's always evolving. So next time you ask Siri a question or get a recommendation from Netflix, remember, AI didn't just know these things. It learned them step by step, just like us, only a whole lot faster.